Hello, boys and girls. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you are fine and staying in your house so we can go back to our normal lives as fast as possible. Well, okay, guys, this is our third class. So if you remember, in the second class, we talked about the present perfect. So that is why we're going to start with a small review about the present perfect. Simple. All right, guys. What do you remember about the present perfect simple? What do we use the present perfect simple for? I'll give you a moment to think about it, and then you can tell me. All right. Let's see, boys and girls. We use the present perfect simple to talk about finished experiences and unfinished experiences. Finished, terminado. Unfinished, no terminadas. Okay, guys. So first, let's talk about finished experiences. For finished experiences, the time is not important. The time is not important. We only know that the action occurred between the past and now. Between the past and now. Between es entre. Entonces, solo sabemos que ocurrió entre el pasado y el presente. Pero no sabemos exactamente qué tiempo. Now, let's go to unfinished experiences. For unfinished experiences, we talk about experiences that happened in the past and continue to the present. Again, experiences that happened in the past, ocurrieron en el pasado, and continue to the present time. Y aún siguen sucediendo o aún continúan. For unfinished experiences, we have to use for or since to specify how long or when we did the action. Yes, we have to use for or since para especificar por cuánto tiempo o cuándo lo hicimos. For example, you have studied in CENEI for 6 years. Ustedes han estudiado en CENEI por 6 años. Yes. It's an action that happened in the past and continues. Yes. It is an unfinished activity or action because you started studying in CENEI in the past and you continue to study now. Esta acción ocurrió en el pasado y aún continúa. Por ejemplo, ustedes todavía están en CENEI. Bueno, siguen estudiando en CENEI. Por eso estamos aquí viendo este video. Okay, here's a visual example. I started in the past and I continue to study in CENEI. Yes? So right now, in the present, I still study in CENEI. Okay, guys. So again, for unfinished experiences, we used for and we use since to specify how long we did something. If you don't remember when we use for and when we use since, here is another chart. For, we use it for a period of time or for a number or time word. Here are some examples. For 5 minutes, for 2 weeks, for 6 days, 7 months, 10 years, a half an hour, a while, a long time, or forever. And when do we use since? We use since from a starting point or a time or date. here are some examples. 6 o'clock, 2nd June, Thursday, March 1995, since 1991, since I was young, this is an event, or since the beginning of time, another event. Okay, so I'll give you a moment just in case you need to copy it, even though we saw it last class. All right, let's continue. So now we know the differences between a finished experience and an unfinished experience. Remember, these are both used for present perfect simple. All right. Now, you're probably wondering why I have the simple past. I have the simple past here because sometimes we get confused between present perfect and the simple past. So what is the difference between the present perfect and the simple past? Well, it's simple. The simple past is or only has one function: to talk about finished events in a specific point in time. Yes, that is the big difference. In a specific point in time. Yes, in other words, it tells us the specific point in time the action was completed. So look for clues like yesterday, last month, etc., etc. Okay, guys, let's go to the next slide. Okay, guys, now we're going to do some grammar review. Remember, for present perfect, the structure is the subject. In this case, we're talking about we. The auxiliary, have or has. And the verb. Remember, the verb has to be in past participle, or in other words, the V3. So it's very important that we practice our verbs every day. So when you go back to school, I'm going to be there to ask you all the verbs. So please prepare yourselves. Okay, guys. So now here, we notice that we have two options. We have or has. How do I know when am I going to use have and when am I going to use has? Okay, in the last class, we talked about this. So I'm going to give you a moment to try to remember when we use have and when we use has. Okay. If you want more time, remember you can pause the video. So, when do we use have, boys and girls? If you said for I, you, we, and they, you are correct. Excellent, boys and girls. And when do we use have? Or has, sorry. We use has for third person. He, she, and it. If you remembered, excellent job, guys. If you didn't, well, practice more, okay, guys? So there it is, guys. That's the structure for the present perfect. Subject, auxiliary, have or has, and the verb. But remember, the verb has to be in past participle. So please study your verbs. All right? I'll be watching you. Okay, maybe I won't, but please study your verbs. Okay, guys, so now please take out your workbooks and let's go to the start of the unit 10, which is page 49 and page 50. 49, 49, and page 50, 50. Okay, guys, so the title is They Found a Fossil. So let's see. They've, what do you think they've means. Excellent. If you said they have, you are correct. So what time are we talking here? Or what structure are we using? Yes, that's correct. We're using the present perfect. They've is short for they have. Yes, and the verb, remember, has to be in, that's correct, past participle. So here, they have found a fossil. We are talking about a past experience. Okay? What does that mean? Ellos han encontrado un fósil. Very good, guys. The last class, or the first class actually, we talked about fossils and different types of discoveries. So let's review some of that vocabulary. All right, exercise A. It says write the number on the timeline below to show when things happen. A timeline is a línea del tiempo. So pay attention here. Yes, it says write the numbers on the timeline below to show when the things happen. So we have to put them in order. Yes. For you, it's in blank. For me, I put a black little rectangle so you can't see my answers. So let's see. Let's start. The Cretaceous period started about 140 million years ago. It ended around 75 million years ago. Number 2. By 65 million years ago, dinosaurs were extinct. Number 3. The Jurassic period started around 200 million years ago. It ended around 140 million years ago. Number 4. The first dinosaur thigh bone was probably found in 1676 in England. Number 5. Scientists discovered the first dinosaur bird fossil in Germany in 1860s. Germany is Alemania. Number 6. In Massachusetts, USA, Estados Unidos, in 1800, a farmer found a 30 centimeter long or 12-inch fossilized footprint. Do you remember what is a footprint? Yes, a footprint is when an animal steps on the ground, it leaves a mark. That is a footprint. Yes, a huella. Number 7. Since then, scientists have discovered many new dinosaur skeletons. All right. So before you start writing the answers, I want you to know what is a bone, a fossil, footprints, and skeletons. So what is a bone? Yes, a bone is a hueso. Fossil, like in Spanish, a fósil. Footprints, huellas. Skeletons, esqueletos. Okay, guys. So let's see. I'm going to give you some time to answer. So press pause so you have all the time you need. Remember, you are going to put the sentences in the correct order. Okay, if you want, I'll help you with the first one. So let's see. Number 3 says the Jurassic period started 200 million years ago. What does this mean? Hace 200 millones de años. Yes? And it ended around 140 million years ago. Remember, ago is hace. Okay? Hace. All right. So, number 3 would be the first one. Hopefully I don't move everything. All right. So the first thing that occurred was number 3. Obviously, yes, because it was 200 million years ago. That's the first thing that occurred. Hace 200 millones de años. And here, if we use these numbers, we can tell that this was 200 million years ago. Okay. Okay, I'll help you with one more. The next one. Let's see. Number 1 says the Cretaceous period started about 140 million years ago. It ended around 75 million years ago. So, if it started about 140 years ago, that means it should be around this area. So, the answer is number 1. Yes, because it says que empezó hace 140 millones de años. Y si nos fijamos, niños, if we see the numbers, nos podemos guiar aquí, 200 millones, 150 y 100. Okay? So, the answer is number 1. Alright, guys, now please pause the video and individually, without cheating, you're going to do the next numbers in your timeline. So please pause the video, be honest, and when you're finished, play the video so you can check your answers. Okay, guys, I hope you paused the video and you did it before seeing the answers. Let's check together. Okay, guys, let's see what is the next answer. The next answer was number 2 because it says 65 million years ago. Yes, here's the 50 million years ago, so obviously it had to be before the 5 or the 50. All right, the next one, let's see. Number 4, very good. The first dinosaur thigh bone was probably found in 1676. In 1676. Here we don't have how many years ago it was. Here we have the exact date. The exact date. All right. Now, what is the next answer? The next one is number 6. Number 6, because it says in Massachusetts, USA in 1800s. In the 1800s, and here we have the 1800s. So let's see. The next one is number 5. Excellent, because it says that scientists discovered the first dinosaur bird, pájaro, fossil in Germany in 1860. In the 1860s. Here we have the 1860s. And the final one, the most difficult, is number 7. Since then, scientists have discovered many new dinosaurs. So why is number 7 the last one? If we read carefully, boys and girls, here it says since, desde. Yes? Remember, when do we use since and when do we use for? Yes, we use since and for unfinished experiences or actions. Yes, that means it's something that happened in the past and it continues to now. See, it happened in 1860, but it still occurs now. Aún siguen descubriendo nuevos esqueletos, ¿ok? No han parado de descubrir. Now, let's go to exercise B. It says, match the bold words in A to the pictures. The bold are the words that are in very black, okay? The bolds are the ones that are in black. So, for example, this one, what word is this one? Very easy, guys. Yes, footprints. Footprints. Now let's go to number 2. What is it? Excellent. Skeleton. Number 3. Fossil. Very good. And number 4. Bone. Bone. Remember, bone is hueso. One bone. Un hueso. And footprints, what is it? Yes, huellas, okay? And fossils and skeletons sound exactly like how they do in Spanish, fósiles y esqueleto. All right, for exercise C, guys, you're going to write about a museum you have visited. Yes, remember, you're talking about an experience. So you have to use I. What do we use for past experiences? Very good, the present perfect. So we have to use the auxiliary have or has, in this case have. And the verb has to be in past participle. Yes. What verb am I using? In this case, I am using visited. So I have visited the blah blah blah, museum. In this case, I have visited the Somaya Museum and many other museums. Okay. All right, now let's look at the next question. It says, what did you see there? What did you see there? The did indicates that we are talking about past, the past, okay? Not the present perfect, the past. So we have to answer in the past. What did you see? ¿Qué viste? Okay, no que has visto. Okay, ¿qué viste? So if we are talking about past, we have to write in past. So I, the verb has to be in past. I saw, and you have to write what did you saw. For example, I have visited the Somaya Museum and I saw a lot of different paintings. Yes, pinturas. All right, guys, finish that, and when you're ready, continue.